Hi, I'm Joey Bryant. I'm a program coordinator in the Thomas H. Davis iTech Center at Forsyth Technical Community College in North Carolina, teaching computer information technology and healthcare business informatics. We have a variety of programs in our system, and our programs use the SAM technology, or the Skills Assessment Manager. The SAM product is one product that allows them to learn and to use these skills and apply them to their current major. The tools in the SAM path that we use have increased our program retentions and have increased our program outcomes. When we log into SAM, to access the SAM path, you will go to your SAM assignments. You will see here that I have several already set up, but it is in the scheduling of the SAM path that you will need to give your students the options. To schedule your SAM path, you will first need to go to exams and add a new exam. You'll give your exam a new name. You will need to auto-generate the companion training because SAM Path will put in the same task in the training as you have in the exam. This gives the student a fluid exam training and SAM Path experience. They will know at that point exactly what they're being tested on and how the functions work. So I'm going to click the auto-generate, and it will give the training a name, same as the exam, with the word training on the end. Select my version, and then you can set it as either public or private. The difference here is whether you want to share this with other instructors or just keep it for yourself. On the next step, you will select your book if you haven't already. In this case, in this section, I only have one book, so it's going to give me my chapters. And I want to select the chapter that I want, and then I'm going to go to my next step and select the task that I want or the test bank questions. I'm just going to select a couple of questions here, and then I'm going to go down and save my exam. The difference when setting up this type of exam for SAM Path is you do not want to schedule this exam now. You're just going to click on Done. If you schedule it now, it is a regular exam. Now when I go back to my assignments and I click Schedule New, I'm going to tell it is a SAM Path, it is an Office 13, and it is a Microsoft Word. So I'll see here that I just set up my Word exams, and I can select any one that I've already set up. And on my next step, it will give me 3 SAM Path options. These options give you the best way to set up SAM Path for your students to learn. In my class, I do the pre-exam, training, and post-exam. I teach hybrid classes as well as CD classes and online classes. What I've learned is my students will not do any training unless it's assigned for a grade. If I do the pre-exam and I give them 50 tasks to complete, if they complete 25 tasks successfully, the 25 that they missed will show up on the training. They must complete the training 100%, and then they can do the post-exam. Only the things they missed will show up on the training and on the post-exam. That allows students who are more advanced to move ahead quickly, but allows the students who have more problems with testing or who need more study time to go back and have that additional training. It also allows me as the instructor to see which options that the students need more help on, so I can provide more in-class training or more one-on-one help. When I set this up, I can go down and give any instructions that I want on the pre-exam. I can specify the time limit. I can give them the results at the end. I can also give them how many tasks that I want to give them per task. I can give them 3 chances for each question. I can give them 5 chances. Or if I just want to give them one, since it is the pre-test, I may only give them 1 chance at each task because I only want them to move on if they truly know it. So with the training, I can put in the instructions you must complete before taking the post-exam. So with my post-exam, I can give them the instructions of you have 3 chances for each task. This allows them to go in and show me how many times it takes them to complete the task. On the report, it will show me that they tried 3 different times. I can tell them that I want to show them what their results were at the end, but then I can also modify the scenario. This is important in my class because I can do scenario 1 on my pre-test and scenario 2 on my post-test. They're getting the same exact task, but in a different question format. This involves the critical thinking skills. Because it's not the same question, they can't just memorize it from training. It's making them think about what task they're doing and how they're doing it. Once I'm finished, I go back up and I select the section that I want this in, and then I tell it when it is available for my students. I can add any password that I want, and then I tell it when the reports are available. Once I have this scheduled, it will show up for the students with their available date and their due date. What the student will see on their calendar, they will actually see the SAM path. And when they click on it, it will show them their pre-exam with the instructions that I've given them. If they look at their activity list, it will actually show them their pre-exam is open, the training will be open after the pre-exam, and the post-exam will be open after their training. It gives them all the instructions that they need and gives them what they will need in the class to be successful. Since we started using Sampath in our classes, we have noticed an increase in our grades, and we've noticed an increase in our grade retention. Students have been telling me that they are now feeling more confident in taking the test, and they have a greater understanding of the material in taking the test. Our students are appreciative of the Sampath tool, and they like it much more than taking a regular standard paper test. So I wish you well in using Sampath in your classes, and good luck.